Hey, it's your Geli Mamma here, and today I'm working with the fabulous Kiki London, and I'm going to be telling you about the wear test on their nail extensions, and I'll be showing you how to remove it as well. So if you want to know how to apply the nail extensions that I'm referring to, then click on the iCard that is on the screen. So I did apply a polish to the top of these, and they lasted relatively well. I just had obviously a little bit of it like fade away, but these actually, I wore these for 2.5 weeks. But I couldn't stand it anymore because I can't stand it when my nails are chipped or anything like that, and this happened. So I probably could have worn these for a lot longer, but I just had to take them off in the end just because I couldn't stand looking at my thumbnail anymore. So I was on holiday and I went to Center Parcs, and it was fantastic. And you know, we did lots of things. I did tree trekking, which I've never done before. So you know, I was whacking into, you know, rope nets and cages and different things like that, and zip wires. And you know, I went to the spa as well, so that's a lot of heat, and you know, and you're going from heat and, you know, treatments and different things like that. But I don't think that's why this nail broke, because obviously all of the other nails lasted absolutely fine, but with this nail I had a real bad break before I applied the extension. So bearing in mind these were being on for 2.5 weeks, like it's only just peeking over the skin level, so that's how badly broken it was. So I think, like, as it was growing out, it just didn't have the strength that the other nails had, because they had that little bit of a lip of a nail. That's the only reason why I can think that basically it didn't last as long, because obviously all the other nails lasted absolutely fine. There wasn't any breaking or anything like that. So I just wanted to explain that as to why that one broke. And my reasons for, well, the reasons why I think that happened anyway. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. But I was really over the moon with it, and I was gutted about that one because, like I say, all of the others lasted absolutely fine, and I would have worn them for a bit longer if they hadn't have broken. So getting into how I remove them. So this is a buffer. This is available from Kiki London. It's a Kiki London buffer, and I really buff off that top coat before I apply any acetone. It's just going to help, you know, break down the layers so the acetone can get in there and work quicker. So I really buff it down, as you can see here. And then I come in with a 180 file, and it's not actually my natural nail that you can see underneath there, it is the extension. So I just sort of go till I can see the extension a little bit. Obviously you don't want to overly file, and especially not your own natural nail. That wouldn't be very good for your nail at all. Obviously if you know how to use an e-file, you could file all this down, you know, maybe file it back to the build a gel extension, then, you know, do a infill, which I don't know how to do. Somebody did ask me if I could do an infill, but I don't know how to do it, so I just didn't feel right showing that. So yeah, so basically I just put some acetone on and I wrap the foil round. I've kind of gone back to how I did things in the beginning. I started off using clips over the years, and I used the ones that kind of look a bit like pegs, but I found like they just dried out too quickly because the air could get in there. And then I got these like silicone cap things as well, and I just found for me they kind of hurt my fingers after a while. So I basically, that's why I resorted back to the foil. So I only leave it on for 10 minutes, especially if I'm using like a thicker product like this, like a builder gel. And then I come in and scrape off as much as it will allow me to do in that 10-minute time. It just allows me then to apply some fresh acetone to the cotton pad and put it back on for another 10 minutes. And I find like that takes it off a lot better than if I just left it on for 20 minutes and then started to take it off. But that's just what I do. Obviously, if you can, you know, you do whatever works for you basically with the removal of gel polishes, but I just find like it just breaks through the layers a bit quicker if I do it this way. So you can see how well these extensions have stayed on, considering, you know, this is soaked in acetone for 10 minutes, you know, it's still not budging, that extension's still there. So, you know, I was really, really impressed with these extensions, and would definitely be using them again when I want to have an extension on my own nail, you know, maybe if I'm going on a holiday again. But yeah, but like other than that traitorous one that broke, it actually broke as I was tucking into some, oh, they were so gorgeous actually, some juicy like barbecue chicken wings. So you got all the grease there as well, and I was tucking into that and it literally just snapped off and I was like, no. But yeah, but I really enjoyed wearing them. They, you know, it didn't really feel like an extension. It kind of felt like my own nail. So yeah, I was really, really impressed with this product. So these actually the extension has come off and I've got some nice growth there as well. So basically what I'm going to do now is I've reapplied some acetone and I'm putting it back into those foils, and then I'm going to leave it for another 10 minutes and hopefully that's all that will be needed to be taking these extensions off. So here we go, we're coming back in. So I'm trying not to put too much force onto the nail and kind of, you know, obviously I don't want to damage my own natural nail. So I eventually got the extension to thingy off, and I just had this real awkward bit that just didn't want to, or didn't seem to, I wasn't pushing it very well to come off. So there you go. So I'm just, you know, just showing you what I am doing. So taking it off, it was a lot easier than I anticipated as well. I was expecting to be having to soak it for ages because it's a builder gel, because it's thicker, but this came off just in the same amount of time as it would be if I'd just put, you know, gel polish on my own nails. So they're really easy to soak off, which is great for, you know, maybe if you're a beginner to all of these types of products. So because that middle nail, it still hasn't come off the extension, I'm going to soak it for just 5 minutes more. I really didn't want to force it off because that's how you damage your nail. And you can see that it came off so much easier that time. So it was well worth those extra 5 minutes just, you know, to soak it off. So yeah, so there you go. So I'm just going to take the rest of the nails off my other fingers and then I'll meet you back. So that is both hands all done. So I have kind of given these a little buff as well, just to sort of make sure that it's all nice and smooth. So off camera, I did go ahead and apply the Snow Glaze to my nails. And the reason why I did this straight away, I don't normally do it, but because I wasn't going to be up for doing another set, because basically I couldn't be bothered. I didn't want my nails to break because obviously they'd grown quite nicely in those 2.5 weeks. So I put on this builder gel to keep that strength there. And I love the fact, I love the white on it. I just think it looks quite natural, as that's the one that I picked. And then this is my go-to cuticle oil, which is the Kiki London's. Obviously cuticle is very, you know, personal to you and your skin conditions and what your skin needs. I've tried lots over the years, but this was the one that just complements my skin the most and, you know, stays hydrated for the longest. So like I'll put this on and then like literally, you know, the next morning it will still look like it's hydrated, whereas with other ones I've used, literally like an hour or so later it's like I've never applied cuticle oil. So it is a lot of, you know, finding the best one for you. This one really works for me. I'm really happy with it and it smells gorgeous too. So applying a cuticle oil, you know, when you've removed your nail is really important, and, you know, doing it sort of every few days while you're wearing your gel mani as well, just to keep your nails hydrated, and, you know, it helps, you know, promote healthy nails. So I really do try to work hard to apply it as regularly as I should, especially as we're going into the colder months now here in the UK. So I really hope that you found this video helpful in, you know, talking about the wear test for the builder gels, which I would totally recommend. And they were easy to remove as well. So thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.